What is good, everyone? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video, and today we are playing once again the Plonk It map, which is a map created by the pro Geoguessr community that includes all kinds of really difficult and interesting locations. This provides a real challenge, so I encourage you to play along with me. In the description, I'll have the links for the play-alongs. You can tell me exactly how many countries in the whole video you get right, because this is not going to be easy. So guys, hit up that first link in the description, and let's get into some no moving, panning, or zooming Plonk It map here. I'll try and explain my thought process now that you guys have played. So, first one here is by no means easy. Of course, that's what you come to expect from this map. Like, we do have solid outer lines in this round, which definitely excludes certain countries which would have been possible. For example, this shouldn't really be Sweden or Norway. It probably wouldn't be France either, which is also another country that has quite a bit of winter coverage like this. For some reason, I'm kind of liking Czechia or Italy or something like that here. And this house in the background with kind of the very sloped roof probably feels more Czech than Italian, but I'm not really sure here. Czechia definitely doesn't do those outside lines too often, but I'm sure you could find certain examples of it. I'm really between those two countries, especially because it is Generation 4 coverage as well. Overall, I think I may lean Czechia here. I'm just a bit worried about this house in the distance as well, but hey, we'll have to go for one of the two. The outer lines though, very Italian. Maybe I changed my mind. Okay, I changed my mind, actually. I think it's just slightly more likely to be Italy. Let's see if it's one of the two. And it was Romania. Wow. Didn't really consider Romania there at all, but it does make sense with that roof. It definitely makes sense that it was up in the mountains, though, because that's where you get such a sloped roof, I think. Hey, not that bad, but yeah, we got the right continent, but nothing else there. Okay, this is interesting. We got some kind of like a baseball player or something like that here, Kelly. I'm sure if you're a US resident, that would be useful. But this should just be like LA, right? Because we got the three yellow like stripes on the pole, which is very much a California thing. Like this hill also feels for LA. Like it could be LA or San Diego. I feel like we could have had this round in the past before as well. I'm just not quite sure. But I will go for LA here. Let's see if we're correct about that. And we are. Very nice. Just right in the center of LA there. Next one here, we have like a Kenyan Google car, so that's good. But the question is whereabouts to go. Is there anything particularly difficult about this round, I wonder? Like, Kenya's definitely not an easy country to guess, especially when you have very little information like this. I would probably just opt for somewhere like fairly, like, it could be near Mombasa. I think it's like somewhere fairly remote, like out in one of these like kind of reserves or something like that. So I think that's what I'll go for here. Not really sure which one, so I'm going to hedge like central and northern here. I don't think there's much else to say. Hey, we actually pretty much come up with the best result there. That's about as close as we could have hoped to have gotten there. And it's just in this town here. Interesting, just off the main road there. So yeah, not a bad result. Next one here. Okay. So this one we're using all yellow road lines. Now, countries that use all yellow road lines like this, you can see that in Spain, occasionally in Australia, quite commonly in Chile. You can see such a similar thing in Turkey as well. That's the main countries that come to mind. I think I like Chile here. Chile's a white car country, but we have a small antenna here, which is a bit confusing. I don't really think you see that too much in Chile at all. So could it be like Colombia or something? I don't think I've ever seen it in Colombia, but it seems possible. And that's a bit concerning. I think I still have to go Chile here, but yeah, not confident at all here. The ferns fit for Chile, but they fit for Colombia as well. Actually, those two countries can look quite similar. Ooh, and the ditch is a bit strange as well. Like, definitely can see both. Think I'll opt for Chile, but if this isn't Chile, guys, if this isn't Chile, I'm never going Chile on an antenna again, because I don't think I've ever seen that there, and part of me thinks it doesn't actually exist, because I think I would have seen it before. But this car is not common in... maybe I do actually prefer Colombia here, man. I don't know. Like, I've never seen all yellows, but I've never seen an antenna. So we're literally left with this extreme 50-50, which just, yeah, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I think it looks more Colombian. So I'm going to go for it here. And it was Chile, like exactly where we had it. Oh, not quite. But anyway, that is kind of crazy. Chile antenna. You can't meta slave too much, but I did think it looked quite a lot like Colombia anyway. Next one here, we got blue on the bottom of the plate. Bit of red on the top of the plate, I think. So maybe like Ohio plates or something? I don't know. Front Street Covina. Interesting. Kind quality care at a fair price. Nice. Yeah, got the like a peach logo in the way that you would probably see in like Georgia or Florida or something like that, right? We do see a palm here. So yeah, that kind of area does fit here. What about this plate though? It doesn't look like a Florida plate to me. That's interesting. This one could be. This one kind of looks like a Florida plate. Okay, so maybe this round is just particularly difficult because we're in some kind of a parking lot here, and we have two traveling plates, because neither of these strike me as particularly, like, Floridian. That one might be, but this one's definitely not. Okay, but I think I have to go for Florida here. That is like the logo of Florida anyway, or like one of them, I think. So, yeah, feeling good. How far south does this feel? Like, I don't know, not that far south. I'm gonna go Orlando here. Oh, what? Really? Okay, it was actually just LA. Wow, okay, so when you see palms, it should just be East Coast or West Coast, like something southern on either coast, but that is surprising to me. I really kind of thought I figured it out. It was Orange County, I guess? Wait, where's Orange County, actually? I thought Orange County was, like, further out this direction? Or could it be? Yeah, to be honest, I don't even know where that is, but I know it's somewhere near LA, so maybe that's what the fruit was there? Well, I don't know, yeah. Anyway, that was quite the round. Let's head into the next one here. So, 13,000 to start us off with. I'm sure many of you beat me there. Okay, let's jump into the second seed here. This should be interesting, man. We did not start well, and this one also looks difficult. Okay, I think this is doable, though. Does it kind of feel like Taiwan or something like that? Some of this, like, foliage feels very Asian to me. We do indeed have, like, a metal pole here, which doesn't help at all. These are found all over the world, I feel. But these kind of river reeds or something like that, and this tree particularly feels a bit Asian to me. Sun feels more south, so Northern Hemisphere. That would make sense for Taiwan, obviously. Found in the Northern Hemisphere here. I don't know, the rest of the round is not that easy, though. I think I will go with the Taiwan shout here, but I'm prepared to be in the wrong continent. In fact, it is kind of likely. So let's check out where it actually is. And it was actually in New Jersey there. That's crazy. That's crazy. 5 points starting us off there. To be fair, that was a very, very low information round. And what an interesting one it was. Next one here, we do indeed have what? Some kind of a facility here. This could be America. We have West Coast though, and I would have thought it looked a bit more East Coast, but US still fits. I could see like Britain as well, maybe. Although this architecture is kind of strange. It feels more New World to me. Yeah, I like US here, but yeah, I don't know. Like some miscellaneous buildings in the background, certainly. I would just try West Coast US, but in some kind of a bay, and I don't think there's actually that many places that fit in here. And it could be like yeah, because like as soon as you go north of the Bay Area, there's really no coastal population in California. Like, okay, we could be here, but it seems rather unlikely. I guess I would prefer to click somewhere up here, but even then, the coastal population is surprisingly low. West Coast. I wonder why, actually. But yeah, I guess maybe Europe does feel better. I just don't know where to put it there. I think. Ooh. Yeah, that is definitely the end of the ocean there. So, yeah, I think I go, like, near Portland here. I think I go around here. I don't know if this actually fits at all, but I'm going to try it. Anything else to say here? I don't know. I'm really curious to see how you guys are going with this, because as for me, not going well. That's in the center of the US, what? It looks so ocean-like, bro. That makes sense, but at least we got the country. At least we finally back on the board with the country correct here. Let me know. I want to know how many countries you guys get correct, because I feel like this is your opportunity to beat me. I've started quite poorly today. Okay, this is like US or Mexico. We're driving probably right-hand side of the road, even though it kind of looks like we're driving left here. This is like an inside line here, this yellow. And I think maybe Mexico is more likely. Looks like it says transporte, maybe, I think. So that would be Spanish, obviously. The rest of the round is not familiar to me, but I want to guess somewhere in Mex. So where would you see a thing like this? Maybe here or Chihuahua or something like that. I feel like that's good. Even if it's US, we get decent points here. Let's test it. Okay, it was right on the border, Mexicali region. You know, it's quite flat, well, not quite flat, but you know, it has a lot of flatness here, but we're going through a mountain pass, so that makes sense. Definitely difficult, man, oh man. Okay, next one here. This one feels easier. I can do this. We got like some terraced farms. We've got actually a Filipino pole here, which is made of metal and has like the hook at the top. That is really quite surprising. This car also feels like a bit grey or something like that, a bit silver, which you do see in Philippines sometimes. I would say this is Luzon. We don't really see any palms, and we have this kind of like very green valley, which I think you do see quite a lot in like Max North Luzon or something like that. If we were like in here or something like that, that really feels good to me. I want to even investigate this part, but yeah, it seems like there's not enough roads to actually run through here that are probably covered, unless they did cover a white road, which this probably is, to be fair. I actually want to click all the way north, man. I know that's risky, but I'm going to try it. Okay, let's see here. It should be Luzon, though. Okay, we moved away from a better score, but that's still good. Definitely a difficult round if you don't know the pole, though, because I was even thinking like Bhutan off the bat or something. Okay, next one here is US, I think, over Canada, probably. We got like a wooden signpost, though. That is more of a Canadian thing, but I would say these like highway shields in the distance do feel more American. I would say. So, I think that this is... Ooh, look at that. Yield sign there. I think American ones say yield and Canadian ones say nothing, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I think like maybe Midwest somewhere here, like South Dakota could fit here. Wooden signpost, I know that's fairly common in like Colorado or something. Doesn't necessarily feel like that. Road is interesting quality. It's like made of like concrete here. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, overall, I would probably opt for like South Dakota here. But it feels a bit strange, so I'm gonna go like, maybe I actually prefer Nebraska here. It just feels like very generic and middle. Like, this doesn't feel too cold, and neither do the trees. So yeah, I'll go middle of the country here. Let's see it. And it was actually Montana, all the way on the border, so that makes sense. I think wooden signpost fairly common there as well. A very, very North America heavy seed there. And the best score was actually on Philippines, but everything else, I mean, hey, we had the right idea sometimes, but 11,000, man, this really is wrecking me today, which is fun, like, it's exactly how I want it to be. But okay, let's go into another challenge sheet here. I think I want to do 4 today. I'm feeling like this is a 4 seed day, so we can get some redemption on our names here. But okay, next one here, let's see what's going on. And this should be somewhere in, ooh, so we've got like a really big blur here in a way that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It's like evening. I know you get like a similar looking blur in, well, like Uganda, but I couldn't say the landscape feels super Ugandan to me. This kind of whiteness in the soil is super interesting. Feels like almost like North Brazil, but where would you see such a car blur in Brazil? I don't know if it exists. Okay, what about Botswana? Botswana seems at least okay. But again, I feel like I would recognize it if it was Botswana, and again, I don't know if this car blur exists there. So, a very confusing round. What about Bolivia? Again, Bolivia, not really fitting all that well to me. Car blur exists there, but apart from that, the round doesn't feel very Bolivian, and I feel like I would have seen this before if it was there. So, yeah, don't know. Brazil may be still winning in my mind, just because you can see similar trees there. Botswana still second, honestly. I still think it's between those two, even though I've never seen this blur there in either country. So I'm probably missing something obvious here. Maybe, yeah, it's almost certainly a country I hadn't mentioned yet, but I just can't really think, and I don't want to spend all day thinking about what it could be. USA? Really? Like, it's like USA has this car, but maybe it is just US, man. That would be a strange US, but it can actually be. Okay, I want to, like, let's just pretend the car meta doesn't exist. I would probably go like Botswana or like Brazil here. Maybe Brazil. But I think with the car blur, my logic would be to go US. I'm going to go Brazil anyway. I'm going to pretend I didn't see it. Let's see where it actually is, man. And it was Senegal. That makes a lot of sense. I was actually just a Senegal car blur, but I'd never seen this road before. That's actually a crazy road, man. I mean, we're not that far, but that's only by chance. Like, it really, we were on the wrong continent. We can't really be too proud of ourselves there. Okay, this one is completely random, I feel. Did we not have a similar round like this in Northern Italy once on a video? Kind of want to go there. Yeah, but this feels more like Norwegian, no? Or like France? Could be France, Alps. Yeah, I might go like French Alps here, Italian Alps. I don't know, it feels like... Or, hey, I think I figured out what it could be. It could be like this, like a trekker inside the mountains here. I want to try that, screw it. Like, it kind of feels like a bit Mongolian in the fact that it's like very grassy, no trees, but also, I don't know, like trekker, like sometimes they get out of the car in Mongolia and then they made trekker, so that makes sense as well. I'm gonna try it here. Wish me luck. And okay, switched off a better guess, but it was just Bulgaria anyway, not a country I'd thought of. That is basically impossible for my money. I don't know. This looks like Australia. That's why it's in the map. It looks like it could be like in Victoria or something like that. But this is just going to be somewhere in California, because we've got the black between the yellow lines here, which is only found in California. And if it looks like this, it should be somewhere between San Diego and Los Angeles. So plenty of locations on this map around there apparently, and I'll go there. And yeah, it was just San Diego. Very nice indeed. So finally some more points. I think basically both of our good scores today have come from there. Okay, this time sun's south, northern hemisphere. Interesting. I immediately thought of like here, but if the sun is so south, then where would we be? Like, even this island is in the southern hemisphere, so it wouldn't really make sense. Maybe USA somewhere? Yeah, USA makes more sense here then, I think. So like, where do you get these like sand dunes, like Delaware Peninsula, like Michigan over here? Oh, I know like Sutton's Bay or something has some stuff like this, so I might go there. Is that too risky? I don't know, I feel like I want to try it. East Coast otherwise. Yeah, East Coast otherwise. I think it's US though. I do think so. Like, it kind of looks like that same blur that they have in Uganda, but surely it's not Uganda, right? I don't think I can bring myself to guess there. So I'm going to try US here. Let's see it. Okay. It was, what? Sable Island. I forgot this had coverage, bro. That's insane. It was actually Canada as well. So, oh man. This trekker here, I really forgot that, man. That's a crazy round. I wonder how much trekker there is, because, gosh, that's just impossible. But hopefully I can remember it for next time. That would be a pretty crazy repeat to remember. And the next one here, I feel like we've had before, but yeah, I mean, like a lot of these feels familiar, but I just think I get fooled again, you know? Red water here is confusing. Tanzania, maybe? Does Tanzania have any coverage like this on water? I just got the feeling that it could be there. This guy's Caucasian, so that doesn't really fit, but yeah, I mean, what can you really say? Like, we're really grasping at straws by that point. I want to try Tanzania for no other reason that it came to mind. So, Mexico, Brazil, obviously probably more likely, but I'm going to try, like, I don't know, let's go for it. Turn me up. And it was South Africa. Okay, near George there. In some kind of like a very touristy, like maybe like a camping kind of place here. But yeah, I mean, we've got the right continent. I guess that's like a slight win. We're not that far away, I guess. And that was an 8,000 point game. If you told me after those last two seeds that this one would be even worse, I probably would have believed you, but I still feel like the chances are quite unlikely. So let's see if we can redeem ourselves in one last game here. Man, oh man, this has been punishing. How many countries have I gotten correct here? I don't even know. Like, we may have gotten like 2 correct on each seed so far. Okay, this one I can get. This is like Altai, in Russia, surely. Although, could it be Caucasus? I don't really think so. I think this is just Altai, mountain range, or like Altai, like, kind of, what is it? It's like an oblast or republic here. Yeah, Altai Republic out here. That's my thought. Could it be Caucasus? Yeah, can be. I'm not really the greatest at telling the difference between the two. Like, some of these trees do feel a bit warmer climate, but yeah, I'm no good at recognizing the difference between the two, as I said. So I feel like I just go here. That's my first thought, and probably most likely. And it was right there. Wow, 5.9 kilometers away. Okay, this started better. That's for sure. Okay, next one here. This is also gettable. I like that. We got English. Do we? Yeah, surely. Yeah, we do. We're driving left. We got yellow rear plates. This is obviously somewhere in the UK. Can we work out the town? I kind of want to. After all our horrible like play so far, I feel like I do want to work out the town here. Oh, we got the start of an N. I'm gonna exit full screen here. Being a bit cheeky. What does it say? Okay, no loading. We didn't really get rewarded for that time. Okay. Don't really think that is legible, unfortunately. It's not a London bus. It's not a red double-decker. That's good to know. It's kind of ugly and a bit industrial, so no offense, but was kind of thinking like Manchester, Liverpool kind of area, maybe even Birmingham, something like that. Okay, we do have some, like, a relatively high amount of, like, tall buildings here. No pun intended. Thinking, like, Liverpool could work here. Why not? I think I'll go for Liverpool overall. Yeah, it's not clear to me which this should be, but I know it's not London, and I know it's not Scotland, so we should be somewhere in this region, surely. And, ooh, almost. It was Manchester. Okay, had the right call out there. We're on a good score so far. Let's see if we can make this one the special one. Okay, short dashes, massive snow coverage, very thin trees, and big mountains. This should just be Sweden. Is this road? Maybe. Is this road? Also possible, as it could be this road too. So, I mean, we're kind of going a bit north-south-ish, so there are kind of regions here that this could be. We're looking south at some mountains, so we could be like there, or something like that. Okay, not bad, does kind of work. Yeah, I mean, possible. Okay, we might go there. Could even be like, I don't know if these roads have Generation 4. Yeah, I mean, somewhere there. Anything else to say? It's very snowy. I'll try and remember this for next time, but as for now, I'm going to go there. Okay, 65 kilometers away again. Nice, okay. This seat is going crazily. Yeah, okay, this one is having a short antenna on the back. That's interesting. I really want to get this correct now. We have like a blue fire extinguisher there? No way that's a Croatian fire extinguisher. Surely that's not possible here. I mean, wow, it could be though. Okay, what about like Palestine? Palestine seems decent. Man, it looks more like Palestine, but blue fire extinguisher. Can we really bet against it? I don't know. I think we can bet against it. It doesn't look like Croatia enough to me. I feel like this would be the craziest Croatia. But possible. Especially because short antenna, you don't really see that in Israel too much. It's strange, man. But, oh my gosh, if this is actually Croatia, I'm gonna throw a fit, man. I think it's just Israel. Now, anything else actually possible here? Like, Spain is not out of the question. Malta, probably not. Would have probably seen like around that I would remember from there. Really, between Spain and Israel and Croatia, and I think of the three, I probably go Israel here. Surprisingly, where's this dry? Maybe Hebron area, maybe something like that. I don't know, man. This is a little concerning. I have to say, like, if this is actually Croatia, man, but let's just see if it's actually Israel. And it was Croatia. No way is it that dry, man. It's just split. No way. Man, that would have been such a sick guess because I saw the fire hydrant, but that is just crazy. Okay, well, we won't make that mistake again, hopefully. And we're finally here in the final round, which is gettable again, man. I would have loved to have gotten a crazy, like, ending here. This is just going to be somewhere in the US. And it feels probably like Wyoming or something like that to me. I don't know where you get this, like, big, bare, rocky mountain. That's probably part of the Rocky Mountains, though, right? No, but I like, well, it's quite like a Texas road. Obviously, Texas can't make sense here with this landscape, but you do see such, like, roads in, like, Colorado sometimes, so I could be tempted by Colorado instead, I guess. Maybe it's more likely. I think I'll actually go for Colorado instead, you know? Yeah, I think I'll go for that. Second option, like, Montana. If that's what I said, what did I say at the start? I meant Montana. Yeah, Montana, Colorado, Wyoming, then, like, Idaho, Utah. That's the order. These are the states that I think are possible. So let's go for it here, and holy, it's Yukon. No way. I mean, it makes sense. It was very desolate, but wow. And that was not... We were driving over like a dried lake there? That's crazy, man. Okay. Well, it fell apart there, but what a good start to that seed. That was pretty crazy. Anyway, guys, I thank you very much for watching all the way to the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. That was like a perfect demonstration of why this map is the hardest and one of the funnest for sure. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Like and subscribe, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Till next time, goodbye.